Welcome to the Sweet Buddies podcast. Life is better in the sweet. And now here are your hosts, Mike Albanese, Alex Pavone, and Chris Scopo.
Let's start. What do you think, Scopo?
Oh, hello. Whoa.
Welcome to the suite. We're back. It's been a week.
It has.
Not only has it been a week, actually, it's been like metaphorically, it's been like, it's been a week.
It's been an actual week, a full week.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nobody was away. Nobody did anything crazy. So we're back in our regular time slot.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to that.
Well,
Yeah.
add something.
Yeah. We're back together again.
And we have a special guest.
I wouldn't call him special.
I think many people would.
The medical community,
I
Mike.
I have a bone to pick with our special guest.
Well, let's introduce him before you start picking him apart. Pav, why don't you introduce him?
He is a very funny, multi-talented, multi-award-winning Canadian comedian.
And you might know him from...
Mr. D on the CBC, which is one of the longest running television shows on the CBC.
It's up there.
It's one of the better Canadian television shows of all time. And he's here with us tonight. The very funny, the very retarded Dave Merhesh.
Well, I'm going to first off say it's an honor to be in the three of your presence. I'm going to start off that. There was a lot of shade in that intro, but I'm going to take the high road as a respectable human being of the community and not call any of you pieces of shit.
I would.
But all of you.
That's
are
more of a
wearing-
comeback than your boy Drake has done.
Wow. Okay.
He's actually very,
I'm
very
very
sensitive.
I know. That's why I
Very
put that
You
in
didn't
there.
even let him finish saying, I'm happy to be here, and you're already starting to throw Drake in his face.
Well, I got a bone to pick with Dave.
Well, hold on. Before you guys, you guys should know this. Dave was on MTV Canada, and he was known for his Drake impression.
Wait a minute. Hold the
And
phone.
Drake saw him do it.
Is this real?
Yeah, but it wasn't a good impression by any means. I'm not an impressionist. I just was.
Can you give us a little taste?
No, I was just joking around once. I was just being like, what are you going to do? That's cool. We get it. And then the guy, like every director or producer was like, can you do that? Because they wanted to use me. And
What did Drake say about it?
I don't know. I just know somebody that is friends. He knows who the guy is. That's friends with him. Said they didn't like the sketch. It was a sketch about
Oh, no.
Drake being a marriage counselor. So he doesn't really give you advice. He just talks about his owl in his pool. So he'll tell you he has avocado on his chest. And then it got back to I showed his boy, his friend, and his boy, who was friends with me too, was just like, this is not good. And I text him back. I go, "Are you joking?" He goes, "No. This is not good. You're better than this," he said. But in reality, I wasn't, because I'm not like SNL sketch type guy. So it was like,
Dave's like really torn apart. You know how I am with the Raptors and how Scopo was with the Mets?
Sure.
And you are with
Food.
Kinky Boots? Yeah, I guess food. Dave is distraught over this Drake rap beef, and he reached out to our friend today, and he started texting me like I gave a fuck.
On a side note, I didn't know the New York Mets still play baseball.
They have a better record than Drake right now.
Oh,
But you're with the arm reach of the kid.
Drake took a fat L on this
It
one.
wasn't a fat
He's
L,
limping
but-
around Ontario, Canada, with a fucking bad foot because Pusha T got him.
no. Well, Dave has the inside scoop.
Well, I got some inside scoop, too. Can I this is the only thing that I have
How
on
many
the
scoops
inside.
of ice cream you got?
I got one, but it's a deep scoop. Got a lot of crunchies in it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
People that
guys
nougat.
know that Justin Timberlake song, I'm Loving It, the McDonald's jingle?
Yeah.
Written
By-
by Pusha T.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I
performed
did
by
hear
Justin
some-
Timberlake, specifically for McDonald's, by the way. McDonald's went
that-
to Pusha T and hired him to write a jingle.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
100%.
Yeah.
I did hear that recently.
But they
When-
made a full song about it.
Yeah,
No,
but
there's
yeah,
a full
song.
Yeah.
video
It's
and everything.
old, yeah, and
it is.
yeah.
It's terrible.
2003.
I heard that recently when Pusha T was just destroying Drake in this rap.
Drake?
Jake Drake.
Drake and Josh.
He's actually changing his name to Jake. Actually, that's how bad it is.
Is that his real name, Drake? By the way,
Aubrey
It's
Graham.
Aubrey Graham. And you know what?
You leaned into the mic as if you were replying to a spelling bee. Can I get that in a sentence? Aubrey Graham.
I'm legitimately
A
shook.
sentence here. Aubrey Graham took a fat L as Drake.
Honest to God, when I first started doing comedy, which was like 10 years ago, I met Dave, who had been doing it before. And I actually was a fan of Dave, and I was desperate to talk to him one night, and he was outside of a show on the patio, and he was listening to something in his headphones. And I was like, hey, what are you listening to? And this was like 10 years ago. And he's like, man, there's this guy coming out of Toronto, Drake, man. He's one of the best new rappers in the game, man. I love him. So that was so
I've been a loyal fan. I used to work at a bookstore, and I used to get in trouble for researching them.
I thought you were going to say a couple for reading.
No,
They know I couldn't read.
when he reads, he's in trouble. That's the difference.
They used to get mad at me for looking up Drake and stealing the bubble gum in the gift section. They'd come over and go, "Give me empty out your pockets."
How many times? They just trusted you? Were you that good at like putting shit in alphabetical order that they just let you steal gum?
No, they didn't let me. I was in trouble. The gift lady comes over. She goes, "These are for customers. Stop eating our bubble gum."
the gift lady.
What do they give you, like a little tap down when you leave the place?
No, he was watching me. It was this weird. One of the managers would come out of peek out of the books because he caught me once just putting it in my mouth, and he like pushed a book over from the other side of the shelf, and he goes, "I'm watching you," and I was like, "Wow, that ends it."
And he just put Lord of the Flies back in, ominously, both as a book, but also to let you know how he rolls.
He's not going to understand that.
I did watch Lord of the Flies though. That's the one with the fat kid dying, right?
That's Lord of the Rings, and that's not at all the same.
Don't they drop a rock on the fat kid?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
I didn't mean.
in the book. Okay, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about the fat kid like Samwise. I thought you were talking Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm sorry if it's that. I didn't
That's
mean
the
to
same
shame a
thing.
body. You know, one of my legs is shorter than the other. So.
Man, you are on TV, aren't you? Listen to the way you're. I don't want to shame
Oh,
anyone.
yeah, we can't get Dave in trouble. This might have to be a big edit episode.
No, I have one of my legs is shorter than the other. I know about the struggle. It's like legit shorter than the other.
Well, Dave is shook, and Dave did his research on Drake, and he's been telling me all day about what is going on in Drake's camp, and it's
My issue.
I know
is,
too. I know what's going on.
My issue is with people jumping in now at pretending to care for the human being and to care for Pusha T, who's been trolling for many years, and then acting like they know what about the beef when I've invested time, I've lost sleep, I've like gone places.
Well,
to
you know
look
what
for things.
happened. Supposedly Drake was doing this whole ad campaign with Adidas, and he was going to unveil his son Adonis as a line of clothing, and Pusha T kind of fucked all that up. So
Yeah.
Adidas is like scrambling. They're like, "Oh, what the fuck do we do
Well,
now?"
that's pretty-
Wait.
That's-
The French kid?
No, his
The-
clothing line is called Adidon, and it's with Adidas. So what happens is when Pusha put that diss record up, he put the image of the blackface, and it said the story of Adidon. So it fucked up the. So now when the clothing line was supposed to come out, now your image is.
Well, but Drake was gonna supposedly unveil his son with the clothing line of Adonis. Is that what I'm saying?
The kid that he's talking about.
Yeah.
That was the plan all along.
That was the plan
yeah.
all along.
He just fucked the whole
He
thing.
fucked
Well,
the
his kid's
whole
name's
thing up.
Adonis, right?
Adonis, yeah.
I know now how much time you've invested, but at this moment I'm on Pusha T's side. That's brilliant.
There's a life lesson here.
That's a loser move.
Oh, it's scummy as fuck.
scummy.
But
Yeah.
look, if you're gonna go
Hey.
scummy and do a diss record, why not just hey, okay, here's the diss. I'm gonna fuck up all your money.
He mentioned
in one track.
He mentioned his fiance. He brought it. Drake brought it on him.
But you know what? This is I
but
said.
Drake's gonna get him back.
He
Oh,
should've
really?
wore a condom. This
He
would have
has
been avoided.
3 to 5 days.
No, it
to
doesn't matter.
respond
No, in the
in a rap
long run,
battle.
he's gonna get him back. In
Well,
the
yeah,
long
he's
run.
fucking worth way more money than he is.
No, he's gonna destroy him in the long run.
I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
Push is coming after him.
Push is gonna be. The
And he
leader.
didn't mention Pusha that much in the diss to
No,
Pusha
it's
T.
mostly about Kanye.
Mostly about Kanye.
Push is gonna be.
I've done my research.
Yeah.
buddy. We know.
I can relate again. I found a second way to relate to this as someone who doesn't care, doesn't know. I was kicked out of a movie theater once for stealing candy. So just like your library incident, I stole candy from my pay by the pound, and I kept eating the chocolates.
How many pounds?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "You can't do that. You gotta pay." And I go, "I'm sampling. I don't know what I want."
Dude,
And then they were like, "You can't do that." They took my picture and they were like,
my grandmother used to steal from those bulk bins. and she'd eat the food, and then the workers would come, and then she'd snitched on me. She said she had food in her mouth, and she pointed at me, and I was only like 7. But this is something that your listeners will learn about karma. What happened was we went Halloween one year, and 4 houses down from my grandmother's place, we go up to get candy, and then we didn't know, but there was a goblin, or a man dressed as a goblin, in the corner.
I didn't think an actual goblin was there.
Thanks for
Yeah,
clarifying.
I
I was
wanted to
nervous
clarify.
that you
Were there
figured out.
ghouls there too?
Everybody in this room
yeah.
thought it was a legit goblin.
So the
Still go
ghoul
on.
goes, boo, and rattled my immigrant grandmother, and she fell backwards, fell down the steps, and we still made her walk the whole route for 2 hours. Because
You're like,
that's-
Grandma, I got 4 pieces of candy. I need to fill this sack.
No, fuck, she ratted on me and did all that shit. You deserve
Buddy,
that.
she could have broke a hip.
She did break a hip. Dude, it was a hard fall, man. That goblin came out of nowhere. We were all rattled. My mom was on the street screaming. It was a bad time. It wasn't even dark yet. I don't know how we didn't see this goblin.
You guys were out too early.
What time you trick or treating at 3?
We hit it hard at 5.
I always hated those kids. We were still eating dinner. Like our parents, every Halloween, they make us still like, you're sitting down to dinner, and then you could go trick or treating, but not until we're done. And there'd be kids knocking on the door, like coming for. And we're sitting there like
4:30.
fucking eating peas. Like, God fucking damn it, you're not done until I say you're done eating. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was.
We're eating peas. Like
Yeah,
Albert
yeah.
has ever had a vegetable in his fucking
Yeah,
life.
sure.
My mother made us healthy. I just ate a lot of it.
Yeah, sure.
My dad never liked
What's your point now? Then you still eat a lot of it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I was 2:30 Halloween candy. I was out. Let's go.
2:30.
It's 2:30. I was done. Let's go. Let's get some fucking candy.
2:30
afternoon.
p.m.
Yeah.
You weren't even fucking out of school.
Yeah, what?
2 o'clock, 2:15. I was out.
And you started trick or treating at 2:30.
Buddy ran
And
to
people-
the house.
People were there to give you candy.
Of course they were.
You could
Holy
go. You
shit.
could go maybe
That's
early
awesome.
2:30, just regular, not dressed, and then go back to that house again dressed up.
Oh,
You
we
could
used
double
to have kids in the neighborhood. They would have different masks. They keep coming around. Like, hey, buddy, I know your shoes. Knock it off.
When I was like 10th grade, you used to go like egging and then shaving creaming, and then I did that until like 7 when it got dark, and then I went home, put a mask on, and was going around. People were like, "How old are you?" I was like, 12. I was like, "Give me some fucking candy. Let's go."
That's pretty great. You went back to the scene of the crime, the places you egged.
I was like a fucking villain going back to see my damage and looking at it.
I rolled 1 or 2 houses with a parent. There was like an adult driving the van, and then they would park, run out with us. We'd roll a house and then drive off. Several houses, and I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong because I was like, "Oh, there's a parent here.
Yeah.
Parents are right."
There was a guy
We
who.
give parents too much credit as kids. Other people's parents, we just assume they're all responsible.
Our friend's dad for years would walk around just the neighborhood with like this black cloak, and he would just walk. No one knew who he was. He would just walk up to kids and like follow them and scare the shit out of them
On Halloween.
On Halloween.
he's
Okay,
doing
I
it
thought
as
this
a
was like a
joke,
normal
yeah.
thing.
We
I was
found,
gonna say that's called a pedophile.
no,
weird guy,
no,
it's
no,
June.
no. But we found out it was Jawah one year, and we were pretty old that year. And when we would see him walking, we'd fucking heckle him. We'd be like, "Fuck you, Jawah. We know it's you, Jawah." And but he stayed in character. But then the next day, he snapped on us. He's like, "That's not fucking nice to yell at me on the streets. Say fuck you. That's fucking bullshit."
But he did it as like like in the spirit of Halloween.
Yes,
Like
in the
scaring you.
spirit
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Halloween, but
I understand that. I'm on his side.
We yelled at him, and he brought us in, and he goes, "That's not nice. You told me to fuck off. I'm trying to be funny for the kids, and you tell me to fuck off." He was snapping.
That's so good.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I never liked the parents that drove the kids around to trick or treat, like in the
No.
vans. Like, fuck you.
My dad, I don't think ever took us. It was just my mom. My dad, I think thought everything was crooks.
His dad's
Everyone
one of
was a crook?
his
Yeah.
dad's one of the funniest guys of all time. He's insane.
Oh yeah, he's in the special, right? Isn't he in the special or something like that?
Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
try to get him to do a video. We always try.
Speaking
to
of a special, I bought it because I'm a good friend and a good person like that. I don't know what's going on. Can't watch it, Dave. I watched 10 minutes of it, and then it loops back to the beginning every time. And I click on it, and it loops back to the
What'd you
beginning.
buy it on?
Dave only has 10 minutes, man.
It's not far from the truth. But
The Vimeo.
Oh, I'll look into that.
Yeah, you look into
Are
that.
you
Dave.
serious?
I
appreciate
am
you
drop
buying
dead
it.
serious.
That's dope. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Can
it's
I,
$5 I'll never see again.
I didn't
No,
know there
I'll
was a
get you to buy it
special.
back.
Yeah, there's a special.
Who you just did it yourself, or who
We
put
did it
out?
with a production company in Toronto.
Let me tell you something. Enjoying the special. Laughing my ass off in my car. But I can't watch the whole thing.
Wow, that's fucked up.
What's the? How do people get it?
Vimeo, but I have to fix
they
Vimeo.
should get it. Yeah, definitely. If you want 10 minutes of comedy, then go get it.
$5?
You can get it
for
on
10
Amazon
minutes?
Prime.
That's
though, in the
That's
US.
50 cents.
Amazon Prime in the US, bro.
No, I'm gonna watch it right away. I
It
got
is 50
Amazon
cents a
Prime.
minute. That's pretty good.
I almost said $2.
I think Chris is mad that it's 10 minutes because he doesn't have 10 minutes.
Oh, that's a good one, Mike. Really?
He's
Keep it
just
going.
angry.
Yeah, funny.
Oh, salty Scopo over
Yeah, you're
here.
salty.
You're in a mood, pal.
That's
Yeah, and you know what? This is the first time I've
27
ever seen your
minutes.
hair look like shit.
Yeah, your hair's fucked up. Maybe
Your
that's why
hair
you're
is
so mad.
fucked. Can we take a picture of his hair? It's so bad.
You got a phone?
Okay, first
Is
off,
my hair better?
my hair to both of your hairs
It actually
on
might
my
be
worst
better.
day is still
I don't
your
know.
best day.
I don't know, man. I think his hair is nicer than yours right now.
Okay, you
What?
can say that. I know you're just teaming up. It's fine.
No, I'm not being.
It's
Have you
fine.
ever seen his hair that bad?
I don't. I
I've never seen him react
since
to-
I lost mine. To be honest with you,
I've never seen him react that poorly to a "you're not funny" joke. that something's up.
No, I knew it was coming. It was unoriginal.
Oh,
And
now you're the originality police.
It's called hacky. You should maybe write some better disses. When I say 10 minutes, when you said, "Oh, he's mad about 10 minutes," I was like, "Because he's gonna say I don't have any." Booyashaka. All right.
Yeah, do another Borat diss. if
I
that got
watched.
me, pal.
I watched the
Ken
fucking.
Pence.
I
Do it
watched
wrong.
the Ali G last night. So
Is that? Is
I was
that
watching that last night.
Not only did you do an Ali G diss to tell me I'm a hack, but you did it wrong. It's Booyakasha,
I
not
used to get mistaken for
Booyashaka.
that guy.
Look, he's so mad. He's so mad.
I'm not mad at all. I'm just saying, you're
your hair looks awful.
okay. Maybe you should, write some jokes instead of watching Ali G. How about that? That's all I'm saying.
You all look. To be honest, you all have hair. It's not maybe at its
That's
best
a good
right
point.
now.
That's a good
but
point. We
you
do all
have
have
it
hair.
still.
We all
You
have
should
hair.
be
Dave
be
is
proud of that.
bald.
I am bald.
You leaned into the mic the most for that
Dave
one.
has been bald ever
My
since
dad
I've
has a
known him.
full head of hair and he's 75.
Well,
What about
that's
your
not how
mom's side?
balding works.
Huh?
Who's your mom's side? Who are the men on your mom's side?
Those guys are fucked too. One guy told
Bald?
us after, bald.
No, that's not. It's sometimes it's
So-
wrong.
Yeah.
Because my dad has a full head of hair. My mom's father was bald at like 22, and I have a full head of hair. My brother has hair. So
Not for long though.
me.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have it forever.
I don't know. I saw a couple patches.
You're lying through your teeth right now.
Okay.
Talking about patches, you want to go to my head to your head?
I
Because
have
I'm pretty
patches,
sure
but
there's an aerial view
that's
of
fine.
of your bald
Look,
spot.
I've accepted it. You, my friend, have
You gotta
have
shave
another
early.
thing coming.
I shaved early, 22.
Is that when you
Full
were bald?
bald?
No, I was hanging out with this light skinned dude and he shaved his head and I thought it was a good idea because the girl he was with would shave his head for him and I wanted her to touch me. So I was like, this seems like a great idea. And then I started to practice going like because I was bald for like a year. So then I was like, oh, I could work with
You were
this.
practicing being bald?
Yeah, because I knew it was coming. I had a blowout. And I had like a whack
Your
fade.
blowout?
I had a whack fade. I looked pretty bad. So at 24, I
Like
lost
all the way back? You
It
were
was
you
bad,
were you
man.
were Lebanon
I was
LeBron?
Lebanon LeBron James. Lebanon LeBron Murray. They used to call me.
Were you sitting at a comedy club just patting your head down like this, like LeBron did?
No, I didn't. They
didn't
wouldn't
see
let
that the
me in
other
the
day?
comedy club.
He was at during the basketball game. He was playing the game, and he's just on the bench, and he's just patting his curls like this.
Oh, it's depressing.
So that it goes up. It makes it look better.
Why doesn't he just shave his head?
It's because you can't let go that easy, man.
But that's the one thing about being a black dude is like you could shave your head and you don't look fucking half as bad as a white guy with a shaved head.
I mean, it's like it's a
Black guys
shocking to
look way
Steve
better.
Harvey. When Steve Harvey went bald, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
He looks
weird.
great.
No, not the
No, he
Steve
looks
had
like a-
great hair, man. Like
It
I
wasn't
think he looks
real.
good.
That was a wig forever.
wa-
He was
what?
rocking a wig.
Are you serious?
For sure. That guy had a full, luscious head of
Oh,
hair.
yeah, okay,
and then
yeah, yeah.
6 weeks later, he was bald. That's not because
Yeah,
he chose to go bald.
No,
No, because
he's
he was
bald.
sick of hiding it.
Yeah, you're right. 'Cause
I don't know, man. I
Bald
think
Steve
Steve Harvey
Harvey
looks
sucks
like-
compared to hair Steve Harvey. He was cooking, man. I'm telling you.
Bald
Go
Steve
back.
Harvey's pretty awesome.
No, he's
I think
awesome.
bald Steve Harvey's killing the game right
No,
now.
Have
it's
you
not about the
seen-
game. I mean, like just in general with their appearance. Of course, it's killing the game.
Appearance wise. Because I love watching those bloopers of him making fun of people on Family Feud. There's nothing funnier than that guy
No, he's
looking at
hilarious.
people going like, "You fuck your sister." Like, that's gold.
He's amazing.
On
How about
daytime television?
How about the one where the guy's like, he goes, name someone that starts with the letter H, and the guy goes, I got it, Steve, I got it, Jose. he just stops and he goes, Jose. That's your answer? Jose. And the guy's like, yeah, Steve, yeah. He goes,
He's always baffled.
show me Jose. And nothing. Then he goes, that's because it starts with a J, man.
Yeah.
I love him.
Look.
He just puts his head down, slaps the table like, I can't. Why am I? These are my people. What am I doing?
He's the best.
My favorite one I saw was name something that starts with pork. Like name thing with pork,
the best.
and a guy goes, Yupon.
No, coupon.
No, Yupon. Pork coupon. He goes, you said Yupon. And he like started like running around the stage like it was a 90s Def Comedy Jam. He was like just running around the stage trying to run the funny out. He's like, this guy said Yupon. I swear to God, if you went back to that guy, he was hanging himself from the rafters. That's how embarrassing it was.
Do you guys remember
Something saw with pork. Yupon.
when Steve Harvey
It's not a bad answer.
It's a terrible answer.
No, but he's right technically. He is.
Okay, buddy.
Pork,
Yeah.
P-O-R-K?
It's not how you spell porcupine.
No, I'm saying, did they say name
Pork.
something that starts with pork? P-O-R-K? Is that what they said?
Yeah, but porcupine doesn't. It wouldn't.
Still a
that wouldn't be
pork.
my thing.
It wouldn't
that
be
starts
mine
with
either.
pork, like
but
pork shoulder.
technically,
You
Pork
know, like
loin.
I
pork
understand.
loin,
I
pork
understand.
chop,
But technically,
porcupine.
technically he was
Technically, you're a moron.
right.
So it
No,
doesn't
no,
matter.
I'm not.
I wouldn't even go to that.
I would have not answered that.
Chris, just so you and I know, this is the two dummies.
Yeah.
So that's why we know it's stupid.
Canadians.
When
No, it's not a
He
Canadian
had-
thing.
he-
This-
when the undereducated, you know,
Not-
country-wise, they're, you know,
I'm a very
inferior.
civil person. I'll
You
tell
are sitting cross-legged.
I am
proper.
sitting cross-legged,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of things I didn't. I let people make fun of my English and how stupid I am, but there's something that I don't tell them that I didn't know how to speak English for years, and I bounced back to this. So I don't, you know, you can.
You're like
mock me if
Drake.
You want.
You took an L, but tonight you bounced
did.
back. You know, you're killing it.
I don't even know how to speak
How
Arabic.
old were you when you learned English? I
don't
swear
know.
to God, if you say 6 months, I'll
18,
snap.
19.
No, maybe when I was like 8 or something like that. I went to school not knowing how to speak English. My
You spoke all Arabic?
Yeah, my mom and dad sent me to school like that.
They
Is
just
that-
kicked
is
you out
that
the
like-
door, huh?
Well, no, they drove me. Said, have a good day in Arabic. Okay, let me
So
see.
you walked into the school and you
Yeah.
said, how do you say hello?
I told you this. They
How do
showed
you
me
say
a
hello?
picture of an apple, and I said tefeha, which means in Arabic apple. And then she called my mom and said, I'm deaf and blind.
Your mom told the school you were
No, the teacher goes, your son is deaf and blind, Miss Mirage.
Wait, but your mom spoke English?
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like,
teach
well,
you any
you're like, just
English.
fuck this kid. It doesn't matter.
Dude, it's a very backwards family, I'll tell you that.
See, this is
wait.
news to me.
No,
I
his
wasn't
dad's
aware-
the craziest man ever.
crazy.
Hold on. Have you can speak Arabic fluently?
Yeah.
Little bit. I can understand everything. I lost it all now, but I understand
How the fuck
completely
did you
everything.
lose it all?
The educational system, white people. We can go.
Didn't your
deeper
parents
into
just speak Arabic in the house?
that. They did, but then when you, I don't know, we just stopped.
You know how much
All
money
my
you can-
all my friends
Do you know
were
how much money you
Canadian.
can make overseas while doing fucking Arabic jokes?
Probably not that.
Probably not that much.
Really?
Well, they probably.
I would think you a lot of money.
No, because they do English comedy there, but some of the places the restriction on the language is got to be nerve wracking.
I mean, can you say certain words in Arabic? Like, are there
I can
curse
say little-
words?
yeah, yeah.
Tara. What was the apple?
Tefeha, I could say
Tefeha.
why did I, which means where you going. I can understand everything the bodega guy
Now say
says.
this. Where are you going, Apple?
Why did I Tefeha?
That's what I know.
So when you go to the bodega, you can understand him.
Yeah, when they're talking shit about me, everything. I just smile. I go, but in my head, I go, I know what you're saying.
why
Why
should
don't you clap back at him? What are you doing?
He's timid.
Have you seen me? What am I gonna clap at? There's no.
You
way I
should
can
just
do
speak Arabic to them. I would be the...
No, it just
Let
sounds
me
bad
go
when
with
I
you.
speak
I'll go
Arabic.
with you, and then you tell me. You whisper to me what they said, then I'll repeat it, and they'll go, huh?
The big man gets a lot of food.
What
Extra French fry tonight.
does your dad speak? What else does he speak? He speaks a couple.
He
languages.
speaks Armenian, but I didn't know I didn't know what Armenian language was, and I thought he was cheating on my mom because he would get on the phone and speak this other language. I go, this dude's fucking someone else and has the audacity to talk to her now.
It just goes to fucking someone else.
I'm very
not a
well,
fucking
if you-
another
if-
man.
If you didn't know your dad
Yeah.
spoke a language and he just started speaking fucking Swedish on the
It's
phone
weird, right?
without
Yeah, that would be
telling
weird.
you, you'd be like, "What the fuck's happening?"
Dude,
My
my
probably
dad,
that's as a kid. That's your defense mechanism. Is my dad's doing something really shady. I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but my mom needs to know because something's going on.
How the hell did you?
My dad's a great man who's never done anything shady. So
my dad's done a lot of shady
He's
things.
never been behind any truck as the door opens up on the highway. I'm saying he never has.
What? His dad's got some fucking tails.
Yeah.
Like he used to coach the soccer team.
Oh, he used to coach the church soccer team, and they're all like 18. So then my mom, would be like, "Why are you wearing the same fucking uniform
Tracksuit.
You've been wearing it for like 7 days in a row. This is disgusting. Shower or wash it." And then he goes, "No. He goes, "It's not. I have more than one. I took the whole teams, and I rotate."
He just steals their.
He gets all of them. He starts wearing.
They never
them.
even got
He
him.
never got them. He starts wearing them. And she didn't know for months. You'd see him in a tracksuit.
He was the coach.
He didn't give a fuck.
So he ordered them as the coach.
Like when you play
And just
soccer,
never gave it
when
to the
you play
kids.
soccer, you get tracksuits.
He attracts it. So he was just wearing them for
never
months.
gave
So my
them to
mom was
the
like,
kids.
"What the fuck, dude? Get new pants or shirt. You're wearing the same thing." And he told her the truth.
Different kids' names on it.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit, dude. This guy,
one day he's a Rivera, the next day he's a Smith.
he once my two brothers
Different
were
numbers.
fighting, and he can't stop them anymore physically because he's old, and they could really throw down. So they were just punching and like beating the shit out of each other. He comes downstairs, realizes that he can't break it up. He tries, then he jumps on one of their back, and then I think it was my brother John, and John tossed him off his back.
Oh shit.
John's huge, so he falls. As they continue to fight, he starts having a heart attack. I guess from like the I don't know. He's just older.
Holy
So he's-
shit.
And then my brothers start to realize that their dad's dying. Turns around, and then they stop fighting. They start crying. But my one brother leaves the house. We still don't know why he left the house. He just got shook. He has a panic attack, a block down on the church steps. So his boy sees him, luckily, and then they bring him back. So when he comes back to the house, my dad's on the couch, and the ambulance is there with my other brother. And they're like, "Okay, your dad, just get him rest. He had a heart attack. Just the key thing is to have, we're gonna
Wait, they didn't bring him to the hospital?
Yeah, that's my first question.
So they go, we're gonna bill you for for the ambulance coming here. So in Arabic, my
Isn't
dad.
that free Canadian shit?
No, it's for the ambulance. You still pay.
No, you still pay for the
You still
ambulance.
pay. So they go. My dad goes in Arabic. He goes to my brother. He goes, "Hey, what is this bill thing? Ask them what this bill thing is." So my brother goes, "What do you mean bill?" And they're like, "Well, that's when you call the ambulance. Didn't you call the ambulance?" And my brother goes, "No." And then my other brother shows up and he goes, "Did you call the ambulance?" And he goes, "No." And then they all turn their heads. And the last person to ask is my dad's like, "Did you call the ambulance?" And then he goes, "No, maybe the neighbor." It turns out that he had called the ambulance prior, faking a heart attack.
To help for the brothers.
Come down to stop.
Then he had a real heart attack?
No, fake. He
Oh, he faked the whole thing.
All the ambulance,
All in, yeah.
faked the heart
attack and for them to come. And then he realized they were going to charge him, so now he's just trying to get out of it. He didn't think that far ahead in the end game.
Did he get it out of it?
No, because the bill kept coming, and my mom's
Yeah,
like, "What's
you
this
got
fucking bill?" And he kept playing it off. He goes, "I don't know," because she wasn't there.
So wait, hold on. Let me just get the timeline straight now.
Yeah.
Brothers are fighting. He
He-
knows he can't do nothing.
he can't do anything
He
at all.
calls 911, says,
Yeah.
"I'm having a heart attack."
I'm having a heart attack.
Hangs up, then jumps on your brother.
Yeah, to try to
then
stop
fakes
him.
a heart
Because they
attack.
threw him out, and then he fakes the heart attack.
Your one brother just leaves.
Joe, we don't know why he left till this day. We still make fun of him. He goes, "I don't know,
Fucking
bro."
freaked.
He
He
freaked.
freaked, but left the house. But
Or is he thinking something's in
Joe's-
the will? He's like, "But Dad's dying. I'm getting half of something."
Dude, I'm telling you, there's probably no will. There's just his middle finger on a sheet of paper.
Oh,
He's way-
my parents have told all of us siblings that they're gonna go to their grave with everything they own. They're gonna leave a balance of 0. They're like, we're
Dude, they're
taking it all.
not. My mom and dad fight like it's like bad, but they're still together. But it's just like they'll say the meanest shit to each other in public, and it's the funniest thing ever.
Do they fight in Arabic at least?
No, in English, because my dad still thinks Magic Johnson doesn't have AIDS, and he brings it up.
You know what? I think your dad's right.
Yeah.
Your
But
dad's right. He is a false positive, and he was such a person for the AIDS community. They kept him as that.
Well, also, my dad is a big Magic Johnson fan. He's a big Lakers fan. Loves Kobe Bryant so much. So he would bring it up at like dinner functions in restaurants, like with like waiters running around, and then my mom would have to be like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like she'd literally say, "Shut the fuck up."
Wait, is this really a thing that Magic Johnson might
No,
not actually have?
he
they-
100% is.
No, they think
HIV.
he's
Yeah,
the
he
lo-
has HIV.
he's the longest
Yeah.
person ever
So
to have HIV and not have AIDS.
because he's a billionaire.
There's other billionaires that have AIDS. That
I don't
that have
know.
HIV.
I don't know if there's anyone as popular as
I think
Magic.
it's always been.
dude. A lot of gay fashion designers have AIDS.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody as rich and as prominent
Fashion
in the
designers?
public eye like Magic Johnson.
What's his name? The guy that was shot outside of his house,
Versace.
Giovanni Versace, was dying from AIDS.
He died. Yeah, it was an AIDS bullet.
No. He was
No, he's
He was literally in the process of dying. He created his. That's why he has a will and everything, because he created a will because he was dying. He knew he was dying. I'm pretty sure Versace has more money than Magic Johnson.
No, Magic Johnson's a billionaire.
Ma-
$1 billion.
Giovanni Versace.
He has $1 billion.
Well, do a Google search.
yeah, I think Versace has at least
Okay.
like had much.
Well,
Versace-
Magic.
well,
I'm sure.
let's get
I'm
the
pretty
table.
confident Magic is the first billionaire sport.
Had that much money because he's
Yeah,
dead.
he said, yeah. I apologize.
Well, he never
You are
had.
polite.
He never had AIDS though, Scopo. He had HIV.
And also,
But he had
He
HIV.
had HIV.
But before
he never got AIDS.
Yes, he did. And if you watch the thing, he
He
came
was
out.
HIV positive.
not
If-
he's talking about Magic Johnson.
Mac Johnson.
Yeah, he never had AIDS. He was HIV positive.
Yes, he's the longest person ever to have HIV. HIV you have before.
But HIV has
what
always
do you-
just
what
been
do
a.
you tell-
It's
I know
always just
that.
it's always a process of managing it. So trying so that
Yeah.
it doesn't go. And
Exactly.
with the right amount of medication.
Exactly.
People today have HIV and they'll never get AIDS.
Yes.
Because of the medication.
Magic Johnson.
But he also was a fucking gazillionaire and could afford the top level
Yes.
medication.
800 million
Okay.
Versace had. Let's do Magic Johnson.
Holy shit.
Oh, I think you're nervous. Are you nervous,
Yeah,
Chris?
he's definitely nervous. If
I'm
he's
nervous.
No, you said Magic Johnson. Oh, you said Versace. You both said Versace.
I said Versace has more.
I stayed out of it.
wrong. That's 800 million. What right now?
Dollars.
Right now?
500 million
Right.
for Magic.
800 million now?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming because he did the Google search.
Well, he's dead.
But Versace has a lot. Versace's a gigantic.
Yeah, but Versace he had AIDS. He didn't have HIV.
Yeah, there is a difference.
There's a huge.
You have
difference.
I'm not
HIV
100%
first.
sure. Well, then
Yes.
Then it
doesn't
goes
mean you.
to AIDS.
But you can get. I think you can get AIDS without HIV. I think you could just get if you
No,
Wait a
he's-
minute, but I don't understand Scopo's theory here. What are you saying that Magic Johnson never had HIV?
There's reports that he had a few false positive tests, but since he came
Which
out
does
with
happen.
with this, since he came out, he was such a public figure and he raised so much more money for the AIDS community. He just stood as he has HIV
It's
and he has AIDS because they don't want to tarnish it by he's raised billions of dollars for AIDS, billions of dollars.
To me, that's insane.
Also,
Why?
I honestly
That's a
don't
smart-
believe it.
Why
That's a
why
smart-
not?
I think you like conspiracy theories.
I love the
Hold
thing,
on.
dude.
Now
But why not though?
Why
He
not?
was
Yeah.
married. He had children.
So what?
Does
You
it-
could still get HIV when you when
No,
you're
but
No.
married.
I'm
Somebody
saying
saying,
though.
like,
Why? What is the point of saying no? I don't have AIDS. I don't have HIV.
It's for him. It's more of a positive for him to continue saying he has HIV
and then-
than to be like, no, I actually don't have it, because that would be a detriment, such a detriment to the movement of getting both. Mostly at the time, gay and lesbian rights.
Listen to
but also
yourselves. Listen to
Time out.
yourselves.
No.
I agree with it.
No
This
one's
is
saying
mental.
No one's saying that we believe that to be true, but
He
you
is.
No. But can you hold on? Can you not believe that there's an inkling of that being a possibility? That in a room they set Magic Johnson down, and when he found out he didn't have it, they say, "Listen, you are a fucking rocket ship for this thing, and if you say you don't have
No.
it, the AIDS funding is fucked now
No.
because of you.
No.
Can you just
I
sit
think
there and
I think
pretend
if you're the LA Lakers, you run multiple tests because this is your best player in the history of the franchise, and you don't fucking tell this guy he has AIDS or HIV unless he has HIV. I mean, you're out of your mind.
You think
Everyone
that
here is out of their
the owner
mind.
of the Lakers was in the fucking doctor's office when he got
Yes.
the results?
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
so.
No, I think
100% he is.
I really
Yes, he
think now
was.
it was a false. I think it was. I would say he's false positive. Doesn't matter if he's a billionaire.
He's a negative positive. That's what they call it in the HIV community. Negative positive. When it's a fake positive.
What do you?
I'm lying.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
lying.
I thought he
obviously lying.
I thought he was well versed in HIV. I was like, you got it or. No, I think
You guys are
I'm not
idiots.
saying he doesn't have it, but
I'm not saying
there's a
he doesn't
strong
have it.
possibility.
There's
he
a
false
very
positive.
small possibility.
Okay, there it is. That's all.
And
I wanted.
and when that small possibility is
it's
.0000001.
No, you're
Yes.
But
wrong.
that,
You're
but
wrong.
You're
that,
incorrect.
Chris, that means you think it might be positive. Yeah, buddy.
No, it's
you
not
think
true.
it? You think it's possible?
No, it's not possible.
My uncle has hepatitis B. And he's still doing it.
You know,
It's the C that's the bad
Me-
one.
How did he get it?
He dabbled with heroin for a long time.
dabble.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, if you get hepatitis, he won.
Yeah.
Most
Still
hepatitis
alive.
comes from needles.
He's still alive.
He used to be on house arrest.
Yeah, you can still get it. You like
Hepatitis.
yeah.
Yeah.
And mostly like people in the like bad tattoos.
Yeah.
Like with his needles and sometimes
Isn't that
that's
how
what-
Pamela Anderson got it?
That's
I mean, let's be honest. She was fucking.
That's what she says.
The drummer of Motley Crue, like
My uncle
probably got it from
She was
him.
married.
My uncle was doing
Sure.
drugs. Like when I was a kid, he'd be like, they catch him at crack houses. He owed money that like he had drug dealers came to my parents' house, and my mom was like freaking out.
Dad fake a heart attack.
No, what happened?
He's like, hold on, bro.
That's
Call
his
the
move
ambulance.
every time he gets that doesn't go his way. He
This
just
is
starts.
bad.
No, this time it was kidney failure.
No, this one he comes in as we worked at Ford's Motor Company, so he came in as
Your dad.
jumpsuit. Yeah, and then my mom's like, they're outside. It was like drug dealers, and she's like, you gotta come home. They're all outside. They need the money. So he comes and he didn't. I think he didn't like her brother for that reason. So he comes.
Oh, it's
out.
her brother.
It was her brother. So he goes
Ooh.
outside and so they're all lined up, and then he comes out with his jumpsuit, and then he's like gives them the money, and the guy goes, thanks, man, and he goes, oh yeah, thank you, yeah, okay, you guys all get out of here, and none of you come back trying to collect the rent. And then they were like, rent? No, you owe us. What are you talking about? And then turned around confidently, went back in the house. And then they were all just confused and shit.
How much did your uncle owe?
Probably a lot, man.
Yeah?
My dad, like, but at that time, my dad was working a lot. And then, like, I just remember being a kid and, like, he was always he was on house arrest.
I can't imagine that argument between your mother and father that night.
Oh, I've heard. They
Oh.
yeah. Did you hear? He's punched walls.
Your fucking brother!
He does.
That shit'll fuck you up. I had a cousin, or it's a second cousin, that was at one point, like in the late '80s, early '90s, was on the cover of like a Forbes or like Money Magazine, some very like
Your
prestigious.
cousin?
I had a cousin. I believe it's a second cousin that was a real estate mogul. Like he was crushing the game,
Yeah.
and then he started dabbling in heroin, and then he ended up dying like in a fucking flop house,
He's pretty bad.
like a rat infested fucking roaches crawling all over the floor.
Yeah, I know,
Shit
man.
box.
Doc Gooden was in a crack house.
Who's Doc Gooden?
Are you serious right now?
Who's that?
Maybe
I
the
don't know
Mets
if it's-
pitcher in Mets
Yeah,
history?
if it's
Oh,
sports.
Is
yeah.
that a real story?
He was, yeah, you know about this? Doc Gooden was, when the Mets won the World Series in '86.
You just said it very sarcastically, and I was like, I don't know. Are you making fun of me? I couldn't tell if you were being serious because your
No,
tone
I was kind of
sarcastic.
joke. I thought you guys would get the Doc Gooden thing.
oh,
but-
I wouldn't for sure. They
No.
probably should have, but
Absolutely.
No,
Do you know the story? So the Mets won the World Series in '86, and then like 2 days later, you have the parade, and Doc wasn't at the parade, and everyone just thought he was just like hungover from the night before. Because they were partying the whole week. Everyone just thought he was hungover, but he was in a crack house in Queens, smoking crack, watching the parade on TV.
Hilarious.
And did he
Oh,
die?
Did he die that night or no?
No, he pitched for the Yankees and fucking threw a no hitter for them.
Oh.
Is he still alive?
Doc's still alive. He looks like shit now, though, man.
Really?
I
He's
guess
still
they
not-
How do you know? How they know he was in a crack house? He said it?
He said he's come out with his story. Yeah, he wrote a book about it
Oh.
and everything.
That's
He
great.
smoked
Doc,
crack. Him and Daryl like big partiers.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Daryl.
It's not. It's like heroin's like from judging. It's insane.
Let me tell you something though. When you needed a pitcher in tough moments, Darryl was the guy. Doc was the guy, no matter crack or what.
He's
Well,
probably
he-
on crack. He's probably on crack during the game, man.
You know
Heroin's
what?
completely different.
Crack makes you throw
Yeah.
99 on the black. The whole Mets staff should be
Yeah,
doing
crack
it right
gives
now.
you energy. Heroin.
do you
Yeah, I'll
think-
tell you, this Mets team right now, nobody's on crack.
I know.
Do you think if Daryl Strawberry's last name wasn't Strawberry, anybody would care that he was smoking crack?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I
was really
don't
good.
think. I think that his last name really made him much more visible.
Probably. But I
Player.
mean, people would still know. If he was a Jones, people would still know. But probably
We
not
wouldn't be
to this
talking
extent.
about him right now.
No.
No, I think
They'd be like the same story as him about Doc Holliday.
If
or
he was
whatever you just said.
Daryl Jones, no, it wouldn't be as cool.
We
as
wouldn't be.
Darryl
It would be the
Strawberry.
same story about. Do you hear about Daryl Jones? Like who? Oh,
Do you
yeah,
know how
that
good
guy
of a
that went to-
phenom he was?
Sure. But I'm saying there's been a lot of phenoms that
Had
if
one of
their
the
last
best-
name isn't Strawberry.
Strawberry's
One of the
a pretty
best-
cool last
Strawberry's a cool name.
If there was a decently
call
good
him-
player, last name Pumpernickel, like everyone would fucking know that guy forever.
Hey, yo, Nick. What's up, Nick? They call him Straw.
That's true.
Look, the guy's last name was Strawberry. I knew who he was as a kid, and I didn't watch sports.
Yeah,
So-
he was in The Simpsons
See what I'm saying?
when Mr. Burns rigged the team.
Yeah?
Yeah. Remember he climbed the fence, made a catch? Pretty good. Got a lot of homers. Not a big Simpsons fan.
I remember Otis
I've
Nixon.
watched
did
maybe
that.
3 episodes ever.
Of The Simpsons?
Of The Simpsons? Yeah, I don't watch The
same here.
Simpsons. I don't watch it.
You don't like the Indian accent. I get it.
No, I just didn't watch cartoons that much as a kid.
Family Guy was my thing.
Family Guy.
Family Guy,
sucks.
way better.
Sucks.
I
It's a
know Family
horrible
Guy.
show. Oh, God. Simpsons is way better than Family Guy. Fuck off.
But you can't like them both.
Yeah.
It's pretty shit. It's
No,
garbage.
I don't
Family
think
Guy's
you've ever
super-
actually
yeah.
watched.
I've watched Family Guy. It's garbage.
Wow.
The dog is adorable.
See, he goes so
It's garbage.
he goes so into he's right
It's just garbage.
that like the whole Magic Johnson thing. Nope, it's not true. Not true. Not true.
Can you at least say you?
No,
think it's
Magic
garbage?
Johnson didn't have. I honestly believe that he didn't have AIDS.
I
Honestly,
think
you're
I know he didn't
Yeah.
have AIDS.
I know
Yeah.
you know, and I know
because he has
too.
HIV. Come
Yeah,
on.
that was pretty good.
My dad claimed that the women were lying.
Listen.
That's where my mom had the beef with.
Yeah, because where were they? Where's all the women he slept with that he gave HIV to? We don't know anything about them. Did that happen?
Let's be
His
honest,
dad
Mike,
thinks-
they could have been paid off pretty handsomely.
His dad thinks Kobe's better than Jordan, though. So I mean,
I don't know, man.
We gotta
A
avoid
woman
his
gets hit
dad's
with a
comment.
poison dart in her puss, and a couple bucks are gonna pay. Oh, that's fine. I'll die just with a bunch of money.
You don't think 10 mil is gonna make you
Not a
quiet?
chance. You give me AIDS, you give me HIV, and you're just gonna pay me off? Absolutely not. No amount of money.
Do you know what he said though? The amount of women he had sex with in one night was 7. Because that was his high
That's
That's
it?
a
watermark.
lot. That's it. In
a
one
lot.
night.
7 He was-
separately.
Yeah.
How many days would it take you?
He
to
was
have
in a
sex
hot tub with
women?
7
I-
women.
I
and he had
would-
sex
I would-
with all 7 women.
Okay, see, I'm thinking sex like
Oh.
sex to completion, but like banging 7 women. That's
No, that's not.
that,
crazy
that could
at
take you
all.
3 minutes if you
If
hustle.
you're Magic Johnson,
I banged 2 women in one day.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
It wasn't good.
No,
but,
for them.
For them, yeah, it wasn't at all. No, they told me. So,
As it was happening, they were going, "This isn't good. You should go try it with somebody else."
oh yeah.
Dave always lets me know about his sexual shortcomings, and I don't like it.
Why not? I told him once this lesbian lady I worked with was training me to not come fast, so we'd have training sessions. She offered to train me, and I was like, "That's great." So she'd come over and we'd fuck. And then one time, I busted in like 4 pumps, and I just got up. I said, "Fuck," and she goes, "No, it's all right." I go, "No, it's not all right. It can't be like this. I gotta change." But I had been smoking hookah during the day, and I forgot that I put the hookah.
Did you do the Rocky speech?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you could change, then
I
we
literally
can
did.
change.
And
This is so
I
stupid.
went to grab my underwear, and the hookah, the top part was off. So when I didn't have my glasses on because I don't have sex with glasses, and the part went right in my eye, and I went fuck, and she goes, "Oh my god!" I go, "Don't call anyone," and then she had to get an ice pack and put it on my eye.
Jesus
She said, "We'll
Christ.
get it. We'll do this. We'll get them next time." She said. She said.
Wait. So a lesbian just wanted to have sex with you? Why?
But it sounds
The
like it was a
training.
little. That was a little heavy. She wanted to have sex, but she needed like a reason to have sex with him.
Well, yeah. At the time, I was a heartthrob.
Yeah,
No,
that,
you
that
were
was
never
it.
a heartthrob. There was not one at one point in your life you were a
Okay.
Is
heartthrob.
that,
There was-
was that the time in your life you had your sideburn was combing over to the side of your head?
My laptop, my
Dave
computer was on the
Sex
ground.
machine.
I'll tell you that though. She still fucked me with my computer on the ground. She goes, "Where's the desk?" And I was like, "I don't."
How old
Have
are
a
you?
table?
I was like,
Was this the
20.
lesbian?
Yeah, lesbian. She's like, "There's no desk in here for
Well,
your
she's a
computer."
lesbian. What the fuck? She's gonna fuck
She
you
worked
anyways.
at Starbucks. She was my manager.
She wanted to fuck dudes. She just didn't want to. She just wanted to like pretend like.
No,
oh,
I-
I need to pretend.
She had like
No.
a sick fucking problem.
No, I have a theory that lesbians love me because they can see the bitch in me. And she told me once. She said, "You're softer than most lesbians that I've ever met in my life."
Lesbians aren't soft,
They-
aren't they? Aren't they like hard?
Well, the one I don't know.
I mean,
Because I think
I'm sure
they
there's
get-
different levels. There's like Butch
Yeah.
and lipstick and
Yeah.
the other ones.
Yeah, I
can't
told
call.
you the one girl wanted to. I met her twice. She's a lesbian girl, and she goes, I on the second day she goes, "Look, I've thought about it, and I would love to peg you." And I go, "What?" She goes, "I want to fuck you with a strap on, no kissing, nothing like that."
No
I'm like,
kiss.
No kissing.
You're
I
all
asked to
about
kiss,
the
yeah.
smooches.
At least,
I said, "Can I
at
kiss?"
least nuzzle my neck.
That's what I
Wait,
said.
wait,
Can
you
we
said
cuddle?
kiss me
you
from
said,
the back.
"Can I kiss?"
I said, "Look, I thought about it. I think it's too aggressive if you just fuck me in the ass. Can we cuddle for a bit? We can get naked, and I can make out with you just to get a feel for your body before
Maybe a
you
hickey.
enter." Yeah.
Maybe a hickey.
Is
I've
this
done
the
that.
same lady that was you were?
No,
fuck-
different. This
okay.
is years later. This is like
Just
10 years
a
apart.
random act of kindness.
Wait, it's two lesbians though.
I'm telling you, lesbians for some odd reason. I made out with a lesbian a year ago, last December.
Can you nibble on my earlobe before you sodomize me? Yeah. Know that?
Just make me feel like I should be here.
Look, man, I don't know why they like me. I think it's because
But
they
how-
think I'm weak.
So how was it?
The strap on thing?
Yeah.
I told her I can't because I got to fly back to the U.S. the next day.
Listen, I'd love that. I'd love to
I like
have your
going through
unwashed.
customs.
I'd love to have your unwashed dildo in my ass. However, I have an international flight tomorrow.
He can't walk all the way through customs. They're gonna
That's what
fucking
I'm
search
saying.
him. They're gonna be
She
like,
didn't
"What's
get
up his
that.
ass?"
She did not get that. She got mad at me. I go, it's hard. It's hard going through with the green card process, bro. I have to go through 2 checks.
Then you gotta get a guy going up your ass. Like, you don't want that.
You don't want that.
You
at
don't
all.
want 2 things up in your ass in 2 days.
And she
I
said, "I
can't
will
get-
not be shy with you." She goes, "I'll be merciful." Like she was ready. She said there was a mirror. She was all about it, man. And
I mean, listen, if you've never done that before, that makes her a fucking bully for wanting to just completely
Fuck
destroy
you in the
you.
ass.
Come on, that girl's got problems.
no, I wasn't opposed. I would if I had 4 more days in Montreal. I would have probably done it.
You would have got your fucking pooper
4
pumped.
days.
4 days.
Hey, well, why haven't you gone back then?
She got a girlfriend now. I still friends with her. I talk about her and I talk to her a lot. And I would if she broke
Did she
up.
just send you, the emoji for a dick constantly?
No. I think because she has a girlfriend now. But when they break up, if they do, I hope they don't. I would want probably to go back and
Get pegged.
I think I might, man. I don't know.
You're gonna go back there and get your tushy trashed.
Look, I've had a finger in my ass. So
That's
I
not
think
the same, dude.
It's kind of the
It's a
same.
strap
Nah,
on.
there's
It's
no way that's the
completely.
same.
Buddy, if this girl's merciful, she ain't breaking out the 4-incher.
No, you're getting a big.
She's
fucking
going
little strap
yeah.
on, and she's
She's
coming in
bringing-
with heavy thrust.
She's bringing
and
the tent to the table.
I told her
buddy.
it's gonna change me. It will change me.
Well, I think
Yeah,
emotionally,
everything's
physically for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for a while, But she's in a.
Buddy,
solid
you're gonna
relationship.
have a fucking. The next time you eat a shawarma, it's gonna slide right out of you.
It's already sliding, but it's gonna be extra sliding.
See, now that I know you didn't speak English for the first 10 years of your life, I can't make fun of you for your language.
you still
I feel-
can. I'm
Okay,
an
because earlier
idiot,
you
yeah.
said you said I still friends with her. You sound like a toddler, and I loved it. It was so adorable. But then I'm like, the kid didn't speak.
No,
English.
make fun of
I just
me,
think
that's
about
fine.
this little 8-year-old fucking Armenian kid walking around like Daddy or whatever. Your
Lebanese, he's
Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Doesn't
Well,
matter, it's fine.
I went. Me and David.
just a little Lebanese kid just trying to look apple. You have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Like now I feel for you. I feel you're
we have the
misplaced
same.
child.
We have the same immigration lawyer, and he was.
This I didn't know about. This
He
is
was
insulting.
telling me, he was like, he was just making fun of me, my lawyer, and his secretary, who's also his wife, is sitting beside me, and he was like, yeah, the only guy that's harder to work with than you is Merhej, because we have the same lawyer, Dave Merhej, and he always says your name Merheji. He goes, Dave Merheji, and then his wife / secretary spins around in a swivel chair, and she goes, well, Paul, that's not right, because Dave he suffers from dyslexia. And I'm like, no, he doesn't.
I never mentioned that.
And they were like, and she was like, no, he does. He would make sure that we read all the things for him. all the papers, and I was like, no, he's lying to you, so you could do all the work. He doesn't have dyslexia. He just can't read. And
No, I just understand lawyer jargon.
You're clever. That's what it is. You're
And-
just smart about it.
and she was like, for 3 years we thought in this office that Dave had dyslexia.
That's not the first time I've been diagnosed without my
Socially?
autism.
I think
for a
you were
long
diagnosed as gay by the fucking girl
I was diagnosed gay for 2 years. I don't know why.
because you wanted to get pegged.
You wanted to
This
get
is
fucked in the
prior
ass.
peg, prior
If it was a
peg.
long weekend, you would
You were
be
trying.
fucked in the ass.
You were getting pegged, and you were banging lesbians.
No,
I
bro,
feel
I-
like that's a pretty.
If you had a red eye flight back to New York, you would have been
Look,
fucked
I'm
in the
not.
ass.
I'm not looking to let you guys make fun. I made out with
Red
a man
eye?
before. I not because I wanted to. He kissed me in front of everyone.
Ew.
Yeah, at a hostel.
but you're also a good improviser, so you yes-anded him right in his throat.
Kissed a
He
man,
spun around English guy in L.A. at a hostel. We were all staying there. Grabbed me and started making out with me. We were
and you
both
kissed
drunk.
back.
I
don't want to be rude,
I felt uncomfortable.
The
but I kissed
pause
back.
in your face. Did you kiss back? You went.
With tongue.
Probably, yeah. But we were both heavy.
No. There's no probably in this.
There
you
was
know.
tongue. There was tongue. So
Let me ask you
Little
this.
tonsil hockey, bud.
This is where it made me mad. I went into his hostel in the morning, and Let's
Let's be honest. You left his hostel in the morning. Go ahead.
His hostel. His name was Steve Turner. Yeah, and I go, Steve, get the fuck up. And then he started to wake up. I go, you fucking kissed me. You fucking made out. You didn't even ask me. And I didn't. I forgot there was people in the room. So when I turn around, they're all out of their beds staring at me. And I was like, he kissed me. I didn't kiss him. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I walked out of the
Wait, was Steve Turner gay though?
Did Steve turn me gay?
No, it's Steve.
Oh, Steve Turner's not gay. He has a family right now. I see on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's all.
But he's gay if he kissed you.
No, it was a young night. I get it. We were all. I thought it was a European thing. You know, when they get excited and you start making.
No,
out.
it's just a gay thing, Dave. I hate to break it to you.
But I didn't like it though. He was too aggressive. I just
That's-
like
it
the
seems like
touch
an
of a
aggressive
woman,
move.
yeah.
Wait. So why
Touch
did
of
he?
a woman.
Wait, were there
like
drugs involved?
He might have been on drugs. I was just on beer. So that tells you a lot about me. Who knows if I would have done cocaine? I might have blew him. Who knows? Man? Rough time in LA, man. Those 5 months.
I feel like we just titled the podcast. I might have blew him.
Who knows?
That's a great
Old
time.
Magic Johnson Mraz over here, huh?
I've confessed too much, but
Well, that feels like a good natural stop.
No, I want more.
We did it.
I want more of Dave Murray. Listen, we're just tapping
Dave
the
Merhead's
surface.
sexuality.
Yeah,
This
what
is
else have you
crazy.
done, Dave?
Oh, I know one he's done.
what?
You got a like a dolphin up your ass.
Oh yeah, but that was like
It was a female dolphin, though, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, which is
Aren't male dolphins porpoises? Or are those the
I don't
same
know, but
species?
it-
Bottomless
Sure,
dolphin fucking flipper went up
we
his
were. She
asshole.
was. I never had my.
Oh,
ass,
snowflake! Come here,
ass
snowflake!
eaten, yeah.
Come here, snowflake!
It was in
Wait,
Winnipeg.
What do you know? Guano.
It was a wild night though, man. She wanted to go for
Oh, you don't
breakfast
say.
after, yeah.
A dolphin. was
Wait,
up your ass,
wait.
by the way.
What?
Start
Wait,
over.
wait. You were where?
A dolphin
I was just
was up
in
your
Winnipeg.
blowhole.
Yeah, I was just in Winnipeg doing a comedy club called Rumors, and this girl I had.
Rumor has it you like stuff up your ass.
Louis C.K. says Rumors the worst comedy club in the world.
I won't speak. It was fun, but
Rumors isn't
I haven't
the worst.
really been back.
It's not the worst.
So
You've been worse, trust me.
Louis C.K. said that. That wasn't me.
But Louis C.K. doesn't do your shows.
Whoa.
That's,
No, he knows it's
No,
right.
it's-
I
that's
bombed at
100%
that club.
true,
They won't
man.
let me back. I think.
Whatever,
I
okay.
bombed heavy, but this girl, I broke up with a girl. She was in Vancouver originally. I broke up with this girl, and me and this girl who eventually we meet in Winnipeg. We make out.
And that girl you were with in Vancouver was awesome. You should have stayed with her.
No, she was awful. But we. I see a girl that I
Pavone
wanna,
just winked at me and Mike.
Twice, yeah, to you
Yeah.
and
I
Mike.
used
And
to
I turned
date the
around and
girl,
winked to
so-
myself in the mirror.
Okay, so keep going.
I'm just at Winnipeg. I'm in this city. I'm at this fundraiser, and I see this girl that I already knew from Vancouver. We get wasted. We get super drunk, and I can't
Get hard.
I can't get hard for the life of me. And she
So far, I'm on board with you.
she kind of like she just gets off the bed, and then I'm just butt ass naked, depressed. fully depressed because I can't get my dick up. And I don't even know where I am at this point. She just starts, she like peeks up at me, and then I was like, what are you doing? I don't even know why I said, what are you doing? And then she goes,
Not you.
Yeah. She goes, I like doing this all the time. I go, do what? And then she goes, eat ass. And then I was like, oh, this is super weird. I've never had that happen. But I did thoroughly enjoy it. But I didn't want to tell her because I wanted it to stop, but not. So she leaves, and I'm like dumbfounded. Like, what the fuck happened?
So wait, hold on. You were laying on the bed, and then
ate
she
my
just she just jumped in.
She started
my
nibbling
ass.
on asshole.
For how long? How long are we talking?
Oh, we're talking 5 minutes, man. It was a
That's
roller
a long
coaster.
time.
I was just like, when she left, I was like, legitimately like, I was like, I should call someone. The pillow, it was bad. I was like, well,
That's
I've
like a
never
whole
experienced-
commercial break on Chopped.
And then I just hear a buzzing sound, and I was like, it's 4 a.m, and I go, hey, what is that? And she goes, don't worry.
That means you worry.
Yeah, and I was like way too wasted, and then she came up, and then I go, is that she goes, yeah, it's a vibrator. And then before I go, what are you doing? She puts it in my ass. And like I can hear it buzzing, and I was like, I can't admit that it feels good.
But
And
why?
that scared because I got scared, bro. I never would have imagined like sexually that you put a dolphin in me, I'm gonna enjoy it. I was like holding the bag, like I was having a good time, and I'm like, I can't tell this girl I'm having a good time, so I have to like fake like get it off,
Fart it out?
Yeah, not even that, but then it died. So she goes, all I heard was oops. And I go, what do you mean oops? She goes, it died in you. Battery died in you. And I was like, get it out. And it was just like super weird. It was like a surge. She was just pulling it out. And then we fall asleep, wake up in the morning, and now I'm sober. And she goes, wow, that was wild. Do you want to go for brunch? And in my head, I go for brunch? You violated me. Like, what are you talking about, dude? You put a thing in my asshole. Granted, I enjoyed it. Would I do it again? The right amount of wine, but then I just like took off.
That's why you're always paranoid that your phone's gonna die, huh? That was PTSD.
That's why you carry extra batteries and a charger on you at all times.
The weirdest one before that, probably this girl was blowing me, and I woke up. I didn't really look at her room when she was like when I walked in. She's blowing me, but I closed my eyes. I don't know why. Sometimes I like closing my eyes when I get head. When I open them,
The thing about people, that's not the person blowing you. I
yeah,
get it.
but
Yeah.
and this lady was 7 feet.
That's what you
tall.
do. Everyone does that, Dave.
I didn't know. I thought I was the only one closing my eyes, and I look over her.
You brush their hair over their head so it could be anybody.
I'm a hard eye closer when I do it. I look back. Ooh, Jenna Jameson.
totally
how
am.
are you?
I like how we all think that they're not closing their eyes either. Like,
Oh, no, they
just
do. They
So
do.
happy it's us.
Can you put on this luchador mask, please? Thank you, Rey Mysterio Jr.
I
You
called
look-
that a girl one time.
You look
She's-
close enough. She's covering her nose. Come on.
I called that a girl one time. I was going down on her, and then she closed her eyes, looking up. I'm like, "What are you thinking about?" She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "It's not thinking about me right now. You'd be looking at me. So who are you thinking about?" She goes, "Oh, it's a guy I used to date."
You should have married her just because of her honesty. Holy shit.
She was like, "How'd you know?" I go, "I do the same thing."
Dude, this girl
She
was
goes, my eyes are closed right now too.
They were never open.
You're Jennifer Lawrence, and right where as far as I'm concerned.
Scopo puts on his sleep mask. Okay, this one, and then we're gonna go.
This girl goes, she's blowing me. It's like it's not working. I can't come, and it's like at this point 30 minutes, and then she just
only for 30 minutes?
time.
yeah, and she gets
That's
up,
a
she
saint
goes,
right there.
She goes, "What's happening here?" And I go, "Nothing. I'm good." She goes, "No, you're not. You're not. Like, am I not pleasing you?" I go, "No, you're beautiful." She's like, "But you're not coming. What's the deal here?" I go, "I can't tell you." And she goes, "Just tell me." I go. And I'm breaking down. I go, just please, like, just it's fine. I appreciate what you did. Maybe
You weren't drunk at all.
I was a bit, but I go, let's just wrap this up and maybe we'll get this tomorrow. She goes, no, it's bothering me. Can you just please? Now I'm off the bed and she's on the other side and she goes, just please tell me what the deal is. I go, you want to know what the fucking deal is? I tanked the guest set at the comedy. I can't get over it. I'm trying to get into this club. It's the Comedy Nest. It's a big club in Montreal and I just fucking tanked. She goes, well, maybe I can please you to help you. Okay, there's no pleasing anymore. I bombed. First 4 minutes, tank. Last minute, got a chuckle. I can't. It was a word.
You could have been like to her, "You know what you're doing right now? Bombing? That's what I did tonight."
I bombed earlier and I'm bombing now. That's funny.
But I am single to your listeners.
You got a vibrator. He's available.
Hey, listen, we got a lot of lesbians that listen too. So I mean, maybe
Yeah,
we
you,
just
you
squared
need more
away.
training or what's going
Yeah.
on? Maybe?
No, I did. When I did your show last time, I remember I told you I was attracted to two of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in. I'm in. Tell them I'm in.
Tell him yourself.
I'm in, guys.
I don't think that's how it works. I
I
think
know
maybe
that's
they
not how it
have
works,
to be in.
But
Hey,
I
lesbians. Dave is in.
to hang out. I just want to be like lifetime friends and stuff.
You just want to hang out, talk about
I like
pegging.
hanging out with lesbians. It's
Yeah.
great.
No,
It's
yeah, for
fun.
sure.
They're great people.
Gay dudes too. I don't discriminate.
No, of course not. You're a great guy.
Especially if they're British and a youth hostel.
Yeah. Steve
Have
Turner.
you
Stevie Turner.
have you ever been close to kissing a man again, or was it was just Stephen Turner?
That was just that one time. That was that one time. One time I thought I got.
I like
a
how
guy-
Dave looks up and remembers. Like,
Well, I thought a guy said on the balcony he said, I thought he said I want to fuck you. He didn't say that. I just heard that, and then I was staying over his house. And
Wishful
then
thinking.
Yeah.
Wait, did you go what?
I went, what? And then I went in and I told my boy, I go, yo, I think your boy's trying to fuck me. He goes, no, he likes women. I go, well, I heard that out there. And I know we're staying at his place, but I hope that he doesn't try anything. And I got drunk, and then they were like, you're gonna go sleep next to him in a room next to him, and very embarrassing. It's still embarrassing. As I'm walking, I turn to my boy. I go, I don't want to do that. He's gonna fuck me. And the guy goes, what? I go, he said you were gonna fuck me outside of that bar. He goes, I never said. I said, do you want a drink? I go, okay. Read it all. Wrong narrative, man. Very embarrassing.
Oh man, this is great. We gotta have Dave back on.
Yeah, we
We gotta
yeah.
hear the Dave Merhez sex stories.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
buddy.
way to
Thanks for
go.
doing
Thank you.
He was so sad to clap for himself. He was looking.
What's your what? Do you have any? Do you do social media?
Yeah, it's just Dave Merhej, MERHEJ.
Oh, you got it. You didn't. This guy changes his.
No, because I got locked
Instagram.
out.
He gets locked out every time.
But I'm back. It's Dave Merhej.
Spell
Dave
it.
Merhej, MERHEJ on every platform.
And also, you go to sweetbuddiespod.com. We got our Patreon. We'd love for you to jump on that Patreon. Become a supporter. You guys don't want to jump in? All right, this is fun. I'll just do it myself.
Yeah. Fucking pay us.
Yeah, donate, right? It's a donation.
Yeah. Please, we.
I
need
know
it.
you guys have
Jesus
money,
Christ.
so don't be assholes.
You could be listening.
listeners.
You could be listening to
Yeah.
this a couple days early. You could have already listened to this episode because we put the episodes up early. It's going to be a thing. So that'd be cool if you did that. Check it out. It's on the top of the page at sweetbuddiespod.com.
All right.
We had our show last night. Absolute sellout.
I can't believe they were turning people away at the door.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The place is called Standing Room, but that's what it was.
Yeah, it was
Standing
crazy.
Room only.
Yeah.
I had a great time,
It was a blast.
and
You know, I had a really great time, even though I think in my head I wasn't good enough.
I was nervous because the website's been down forever. The club,
yeah,
the ticketing website's down, so we were nervous no one was going to come. But buddy, all the buds showed up
it
in
was
force.
insane. It was insane.
I got so happy. I'm still drunk.
Yeah, I did all new material, and everything worked perfectly. It was amazing. I crushed.
I thought it could have been better. Honestly,
You're
one joke didn't hit that well. It kind of made me mad. It was a new joke. I wanted to work on it, and
After the show, I heard he said it took him about 45 minutes to jerk off. He was still in his head from bombing earlier.
very true, very true. I actually walked home while jerking off, so that was the problem. Yeah, I got to be stationary as I jerk off. That's why.
Yes, of course.
But I'll be better next time, people. I'll be better.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. It was
Thanks.
fun, and we're moving the show. We can't tell you when, where, or how, but at some point this summer we're going to become regular and in a really cool spot.
Yeah, we got a good show.
So we'll announce that soon. But yeah, anyway, check us out, sweetbuddiespod.com. Yeah, buddy.
If you're in Atlantic City this weekend, come to the Tropicana Hotel. I will be there, hanging out, kissing baby, signing autographs, playing a slot or two, in the gym, getting busy on the beach.
Wait a minute.
Are you doing comedy though?
Not really.
Wait a minute. So you're gone from when?
Thursday to Saturday night.
So tonight through Saturday.
Yes.
Are you Airbnb-ing your room?
No, I'm locking the door so you can't get in.
Wow.
Hey, real
That's
quick,
pretty
it's a
hurtful.
skeleton key. Easiest one to pick.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I know. I've done it before. Just show me those coat hangers, and I'll show you how to get in this guy's house.
I will. I don't know what I'm going to do, but there's no way I'm letting you in here, okay?
All right.
You know what he does? I make my bed every day like a gentleman, and he comes, lays on my bed, just lays down, swooshes everything up, the pillows, everything.
How do you know that's me?
Also, that's a monster you created. You told him he could
Because-
come in here whenever he wants.
And but he could
How do
go.
you know that's me?
Who else is it?
Maybe it's someone else.
Who?
There's other people in this house. I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking assume it's Mike. I'm not gonna assume
Mike
it's
doesn't
Jay.
come in this room. You know why?
I'm not gonna assume anything. You
I don't
know
have
it's
the
me.
Food Network. He's not in here.
Oh, yeah, you do. I said right here and I watch Food Network.
There you go with the joke.
So,
Oh, yeah, oh, I
way
know.
more often than you'd like me to.
I know because when I turn the TV back on, a nice brisk is on the fucking TV.
Hey, listen.
This one I know because the NBA TV's on.
I'm watching TV where little
Yeah.
babies are getting their dicks chopped off.
Brisket.
It's a brisket. You called it a brisk.
No, you watch brisk shit.
That's
That's,
a good
what you do. You do watch
They
brisk
use,
shit.
use a little briskin that's like little calamaris. It's a little deep fried brisk calamari.
Wait to suck on it and taste it.
This
Taste
got
the
weird.
oils. But yeah, it comes in my room. Doesn't just as rude as hell. Doesn't straighten the.
Is this your plug still?
Doesn't straighten the bed out.
So anyway, Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Tropicana.
Yeah, I'll be there in Atlantic City.
Wonderful.
All right, cool.
I'll be at Gotham on Saturday night, 10 o'clock. That's it.
This is a weird question. This is pre-recorded?
This is live.
This is live right now. We were completely
No,
live.
but you're talking about the future because okay.
Yeah, this comes out today, which is Thursday.
Today. This is today. We're
It's
in
Thursday,
today.
Dave.
Oh, this is third. Yeah. Sorry.
Thursday.
Okay.
Anything you want to plug, pal?
Yesterday was Wednesday.
Show was great on Wednesday. I was there to watch. You should have been there. You were there actually. Sold out, standing room.
All right, take us out, Scope.
Here comes that English lady.
Oh, look at you, huh?
This has been another episode of the Sweet Buddies podcast. Thank you for listening. Visit www.sweetbuddiespod.com for all show information, past episodes, tour dates, and more. Follow the show on Twitter at Sweet Buddies and your hosts at Big Man Mike, at Mr. Alex Pavone, and at Chris Scopo. Have yourself a sweet day.